listening to this, you are the resistance.
Bitcoin questions and concerns. 2 years ago, in 2009, an open source peer-to-peer digital cash system was launched. It was called Bitcoin. It was based on a paper which is entitled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is an independent, decentralized, open source digital currency that has a controlled creation and a cap at 21 million units. And what does that mean? An independent, decentralized currency means no government or bank control, no transaction fees from banks or Western Union, PayPal, postage, etc. Open source, so that anyone can read and analyze the program for any possible weaknesses or fraud. It has a controlled creation for a smooth and even flow into the market. No flooding or pullbacks, as we will see with the banks, and has a cap at 21 million to impose a limit on inflation and devaluation. And that sounds great, but here are a few questions and concerns that I've had unanswered. For one, who's the programmer? The paper's author and the creator of the Bitcoin project was anonymously named Satoshi Nakamoto. No one seems to know, or no one is saying who Nakamoto is, where he or she lives, and what their real name might be, or any other background information. Knowing this would help understand the ideology, the ontology, and other possible connections that are important. Are they really the humanitarian anti-banksters we're led to believe, or could they be part of an insidious scheme? Is the programmer part of Anonymous itself, or even from the IMF? Possibly even an honest computer genius. This question is important. Another question concerns itself with the infrastructure itself. What happens without the internet? As we have seen lately, in times of rebellion, governments do shut down the internet, in the hopes of both controlling the media as well as communication. Our country is no different. The government has in place kill switches on the internet for use in case of national emergencies, of which they can just declare. Would not an independent currency versus the banksters be viewed as a national emergency? And what happens without electricity? We take it for granted, but many real scenarios could destroy our electrical grids for months to years. Brownouts, blackouts, magnetic shifts, EMPs, solar flares, or any other number of natural or unnatural disasters could cause havoc on our electrical system. Another concern I have about Bitcoin is how they are mined. To mine Bitcoins is to dedicate a or several computer processors to solving complex algorithms to hopefully crack a Bitcoin block. The algorithms become increasingly complex. And who has the most powerful computers to do this? Why, the military-industrial complex and the elites. And where is the portability of the Bitcoin? Is it on your smartphone, laptop, or even in a microchip? Could this be the prelude to the true digital currency in which we are willingly microchipped for a convenience of shopping and currency transfers? And while the limit is fixed at 21 million Bitcoins, the division of units is not. It can be divided down to the millionth. Deflation becomes the new inflation, which is great for those on top of the pyramid. Some numbers. If everyone on the planet had a piece of Bitcoin, each would have approximately 0.00303303 Bitcoins. That's based on a population of 6.93 billion at the moment. With numbers to crunch like that, you can understand the lure of speculators wishing to buy and sell bitcoins as a commodity in the hopes of making bank. This will make the Bitcoin very volatile, a new fiat commodity. Pyramid schemes grow from the bottom up and lift up the top. But who's on top? And where do the truly poor fit into this? Without computers, without fiat currency, most without even electricity. Seems like almost another layer of social Darwinism.